Hey there, Curaleaf traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ Stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today's Thursday, January 23rd, my daughter's first birthday. Exciting times. We're going to be going for dinner later. I'm going to be having some cake. She's not going to be having any. We don't give her any kind of sugar like that, but it's going to be a smash cake. Smash cake. So she'll have some smashing to do, and we'll be the ones eating it. But time flies. It's been a fantastic year, and wouldn't trade it for the world. It's been an amazing experience being a father. So happy birthday to my daughter. In this video, we're going to be discussing Curaleaf. Like I said, it's my daughter's birthday, so we'll do a quick one here today. We could see another leg down and a target of $1.32 USD as the next target on Curaleaf. Not great, unfortunately. It is what it is. I wish I could come on here and say it was a bull flag, but unfortunately we have bear flags and bearish continuation patterns, and we're also seeing it on MSOS and some of our Canadian names as well. So the whole sector pointing to lower lows. And for most names, it's most likely a new all-time low. Before we get to it though, make sure to smash the like. It helps support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell to be notified on any future content. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And full disclosure, I do own Curaleaf. It's my second largest MJ holding. You can also follow us over on X, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. So I just posted this video yesterday, and it's got a ton of views. Derek Maltz has been appointed the new DEA interim administrator. So he's the acting admin right now for the DEA, and it's just that, an interim administrator. There should be a permanent replacement coming soon. I think this is overblown. I think people are jumping to the worst conclusions. It's usually, when everybody and their dog is bearish and they don't think that the sector is ever going to recover, the next 4 years are going to be, they're going to be just wasted. We're not going to see any reform, and I'm taking that contrarian approach to it. And if you haven't seen that video, I give my thoughts and opinions, but I do think we're going to see some meaningful reform. At the very least, I think we should see rescheduling, possibly an attempt to deschedule. I do think that the bare minimum, we will get safe banking, rescheduling, and potential for medical legalization of medical in the U.S. I think it might take longer than the 4 years, personally, to get it recreationally legalized and descheduled. But we can plan for the worst, hope for the best. But as of right now, I do think that pro business, pro common sense. That's the new regime. That's the new kind of administration that's coming in. And look at what he said in the past, right? He said the medical side of it, doctors who've been saying nothing but good things about it and voted yes on Amendment 3, was supporting Florida on the ballot for 2026 potentially. So things are heating up, and I think we're going to see some sort of reform during these next 4 years. I think he will get it done. And again, this is just an interim administrator. We should find out a permanent replacement. So I think this is definitely an overreaction to this news. But if we take a look at Curaleaf here, how I got the 132 target. So if we take a look, that's how I got it, was the weekly bear flag rather. So you can see here, high, low, lower, high, very weak bounce, but it didn't even get above the 0.236. So it's actually a weekly bear flag that confirmed. Once we lost key support there at the low of 206, that confirmed it. And then you just take your measured move from the high to the low, move it out to your 0.32 fib, and it's saying 132 would be the next level. I just realized that I put 132 USD on the thumbnail, but that's incorrect. I'm so used to charting everything in US dollars for these names, but Curaleaf is on the TSX now, and yeah, it'd be actually 132 Canadian. So that would be from the current low here, that would be about another 27% of downside. And again, if we take a look at MSOS, I mentioned this many times, we had a daily bear flag and a descending triangle targeting 306, and we got very close to that. We're now within about 9%, under 10% away, and this is a weekly bear flag as well. So if we just get rid of the daily bear flag here, you can see high to the low and move that out to our 0.382 fib. And it says a measured move on MSOS of $2.22 USD. So it's very possible that we see another leg down. Like I said, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. We're just not seeing MJ popular at the moment. Crypto stealing the show. We've got an executive order coming from Trump today to make crypto a strategic crypto reserve. So again, crypto just stealing the show. Curaleaf here on the weekly time frame, we are seeing a stochastic and a MACD bull cross here on the weekly. So it's looking decent. We should start to see a recovery, I think, over the next, call it couple of weeks, couple of months. But still got a lot of work to do. We're still dropping to monthly lower lows. So before we confirm any kind of monthly uptrend on a lot of these names, it's going to take at least 3 or 4 months, right? Because we still have to bounce, form a higher low, and then a higher high. That's going to take at least 3 or 4 months before we confirm monthly uptrends across the sector. And we need everybody in the sector doing it, right? Canadian names, producers in the US, Canada, retailers, ETFs, we need everything doing it, or else we're just going to expect more sideways action or lower lows. And as of right now, Curaleaf is seeing a lower low and a weekly, this was a weekly 50 weekly and 100 weekly moving average bear cross. So that's not a good look whatsoever. On the daily time frame, we're still well below all of our daily moving averages. It's going to be at least a month or two before we see a golden cross by the looks of it, with the 50-day and the 200-day moving average crossing. So like I said, it's a lot of work to do here before we're confident in a long-term bottom. But we're seeing some signs of life here on the stochastic and the MACD, like I said, on the weekly. But like I said, MSOS, Curaleaf, even if you bring up Tilray is a daily bear flag target as well. And that target is showing 98 cents and then a descending triangle of 87 cents. So again, lots of confluence, a lot of names in the space saying lower lows from here, and 132 should be the next target on CURA on the TSX. But let me know what you think of this news in the comment section below. We'll continue the conversation there. It's Rod with Pow Group. Like I said, I think this reaction to the new DEA head is overblown. And I do think that, people are very pessimistic right now of the new administration. They don't think anything is going to be done over the next 4 years. I've never seen sentiment, this low in any sector, to be completely honest with you. The only other one I would think is probably crypto in 2019. And then in 2020, when C19 happened, it was an absolute gong show and bloodbath. But as we know, there's been a massive recovery since then. And I think MJ will be very similar, right? It'll look like it's never going to recover. It looks like it's going to just go obsolete. Every single plant on planet Earth is just going to cease to exist, right? No companies are ever going to want to continue, doing business with this industry. But the fact of the matter is there's a lot of growth happening behind the scenes. It's just unfortunate that the stock prices are not reflecting it. And it doesn't matter if you're a profitable company, unprofitable. Look at GTI, right? Green Thumb. They're fantastic numbers, profitable. And they're down about 56, almost 60%. I think it was 50% last time I checked, but at this point it'd probably be closer to 60% since mid 2024, right? So it doesn't matter. I see people all the time saying, "Oh, if this MJ stock would just hit some sort of profitability metrics, we'd be sky high right now, or we wouldn't be at all-time lows or 52-week lows." I don't think that's the case, because like I said, we have tons of names that are profitable in the space, and their stocks are down 50%, right? It's the whole sector moving together. It doesn't matter. It doesn't trade on fundamentals, doesn't trade on profitability or earnings. It trades on sentiment and hype. And right now there's absolutely zero attention to this space, but that will all change soon. All right, going in it there. It's Rod with Pow Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, and happy birthday to my daughter. Have a great night. We'll see you on the next video.